I've done really nothing. Oh my God, is there a bug on me? Gross. Ugh. Ugh. Well, that's gonna throw off the vlog.
I got broads in Atlanta, just to throw me in the family. Credit cards and the scammers, getting no licks in the band. Legacies.
Alright, basically this is my second video log of the day, except this one is more for personal record. I say that because I talk more intimate stuff when I have to tell myself this is for personal record, say whatever's on your heart, spill it out, James. But I noticed that as I do that, usually near the end, I realize that it is probably beneficial for someone else. But regardless, I need to, spill whatever's on my chest out as much as I can. So just really diving into the 5-second rule. Just humongous in terms of why it works, but why it's so effective at propelling you towards action. Because lo and behold, like, you wanted to do shit for 10 years in terms of entrepreneur, building your own business, picking up girls, building up confidence, getting super really active, learning certain things, going to certain places, aka Asia, and you did it. It took a long time, and yes, I understand that usually things that you want to do take longer than they actually are thought out to take, but you know yourself, man. And the reason why it took as long as it did was because you were just scared to act. And there's the tip right there. I've been trying to deal with changing that fear, changing that feeling, changing that scaredy catness, being bold and courageous. But truth is, it's just there. Like, it really is just programmed in our heads. Anytime we take a step outside our comfort zone, our brain alerts us. It's like, yo, why are you doing this to us, man? This is some scary stuff. Why can't we just stay alive and stay safe and sleep in a little longer and not go approach that girl and not take actions towards your dream life? Because it's scary. Don't do it, James. So I've been trying to change it. Like, reframing has helped to, reduce the amount of emotional tilt, emotional riled upness when it comes to like relationships and stuff like that. But at the same time, there's certain things that always come up emotionally. Even though it's less, it's still there. And I have a feeling like it just doesn't necessarily make me express myself as fully as I want to. So yeah. And that's where the 5-second rule, I give it like mad props, because it's a tool. And she reiterates this multiple times in her books. It's just a tool. All right? I've learned a lot of other rational, logical stuff for how to do things and why to do things. So my conscious amount of knowledge is like filled to the brim on, you only have one life to live, and sorry guys, one life to live, and oh crap, and people's opinions don't matter because it's your life and your happiness. So don't compare yourself to others. Social comparison is the root of all evil. Yeah, in my eyes, it really is. So you gotta get that under wraps. But it's filled to the brim with all this conscious knowledge of the right way to live and how to be happy. However, sometimes the things I want most, well, actually all the time, not only does it require maybe a shift in thought, if that's what's making me depressed or sad, it's usually a lack of action, a lack of thinking and using all those knowledge into an actionable thing. I gotta find some better words. If it don't make me do things, all right? There's things you need to do. in order to be happy, okay? You can think, visualize all the abundance stuff and all the happiness stuff. But, you know, like, really, if, you know, half a year from now, I've accomplished nothing and I've done nothing to becoming smarter or executing on steps that'll take me closer towards my goal of creating that, you know, rich and happy life, then I've done really nothing. Oh my God, is there a bug on me? Gross. Ugh. Ugh. Well, that's gonna throw off the vlog. No, it won't, all right? So action is what it takes. And the tool provided, a 5-second rule, allows you just to negate all the fucking leaping out of your comfort zone, fears and whatnot, in order to do the thing that you most need to do, irregardless of how you feel about it, irregardless of having the fear, you know, irregardless of all the mental excuses that build up as soon as you don't act within that window of 5 seconds. And now I get why Tony Robbins says, as soon as you are motivated to do something, you gotta like immediately do something out in the world, aka that is physical, in which it like stamps, like this is what you want to do, like the first step of action. What are you going to do? Either writing it down, so now you have a physical piece of whatever representing your idea and what you want to accomplish, but you can't just like think it and for it not to come about. So for Mel Robbins' book, that's why she writes her 3 most important things each and every morning, because there's like a 42% increase in good morning. We get some nice people up in here in the burbs. And then we have a 42% chance of increasing your goal attainment. I think it's a much higher percentage. 42 doesn't sound high enough. What was the study where New Year's resolutions were analyzed between people that wrote it down and people that didn't? And like 90% of people that, the people that wrote it down had a 90% increased chance of it actually completing that stuff. So writing it down is important because it's a physical act of getting whatever's in here, what you want to do, what you accomplish, out into the world. Is that first step. It almost like solidifies whatever idea to an actionable step. So that's why I give that tool so much props. And let's dive even more intimate. I've always had a fear of approaching girls. You know, I can do all the reframing stuff and say, hey, I've been in relationships before. Hey, I dated all these girls before. And it's like that. As soon as I get over that initial contact and introduction, it's like off to the races, you know, I can just be myself. But, you know, it's that I don't know you and you're standing over there and I'm attracted to you. And I want to friggin' go up and spark something, even if I fail. But it's always been nerve-wracking of an experience. And I can actually like probably remember the amount of times I've done it, so I give myself props for it. But at the same time, it's not a habit. It's like a life or death situation whenever I'm in that scenario. For me, at least in my head and in my body. So what I'm really hoping is that now understanding that my feelings is never gonna feel right in order for me to just like go up to meet my future wifey. I'm never gonna have enough motivation at that time when I need it most. Like right now, I talk all this stuff, I'm super motivated, and I'm gonna say yes, the first one I'm gonna see today, hottie, next shorty, next dime, I'm gonna 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go up to her, hey, no, that's not how I talk. But, you know, I can say that. But the funny thing is Mel Robbins says it best, and I've experienced it. We don't have motivation when we need it the most. AKA like in the morning when you get up. The night before, I'm gonna be all jazzed up. I'm gonna get up and friggin', you know, own this world, make it my bitch. But you get up and just like, oh, my cupboards. my coverage feels so good. It's so cold out there. And it's summertime. It's so cold out there. So it's like motivation doesn't help. And I've gotten that. And the funny thing is, it's like, you know, being objective, I love those motivational videos. Years on end, I like lived on it. And sometimes like they were the reason why my mind state was happy, because I watched it, I felt jazzed up. And then it's like I always had to load it up in my head before I acted in this world. And the funny thing is, it's like that didn't always break through fears, especially the fear of approach. So, you know, there is definitely, I'm gonna be, you know, real true with myself. There's definitely a goal of wanting to be a pickup artist, in the sense that they just go, you know, it's like, hey, pretty thing. And then fuck the techniques and the lines and whatnot. Like, I don't really care about that, because I don't even approach, you know? So be honest, like, I'm doing 0 when 1 approach is better. I'm doing nada in terms of that. So that is a goal for me, to really just like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and not think, and just go and basically tap her on the shoulder and then say hi, and then just see what goes from there, you know? And it's not about the outcome. It really not, you know, because 1 is better than 0. Doing is better than nothing, regardless of the outcome. And that applies to everything, including turning on a phone camera in order just to go, whether or not this is really like unstable, or, you know, or the sun is glaring so bright that you can't see my little eyes or whatnot. Just like go and do. That's why that piece that has helped me so much, and not caring what other people think, has like propelled me to like happiness I've never felt before, and productivity I don't think I've had for a while. And it's easy, you know, I don't have a job right now. It's easy for me not to do stuff and kind of loafed and whatnot, but like I want to get things started. And you know, people that are successful, they do things. So I'm really happy with the habits that I'm instilling, and I really want this to transfer over into my love life as well too. Yeah, straight talk, real talk. I think this will help a lot of younger men out there with approach anxiety. I have it. Do you have it? Leave a comment and subscribe. Oh yeah, peace.
Panda, 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 panda. I got broads in Atlanta, just to throw me in the family. Credit cards and the scammers, getting no licks in the band.